What's up? What's up? What's up? Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Shifting and Willing. Today may be a little bit of a longer video. I've been trying my best to stay focused on one topic or maybe two topics and keeping the videos short and sweet so more people in their day can have or afford the time to tune in and maybe find the inspiration or message that I'm trying to translate. With that being said, I will give everyone fair warning now that this may be a little bit longer. I'm going to try to keep it about 20-25 minutes tonight. Tonight I want to talk about mindset and emotions. I'm sure some other things will get brought up. I'm a passionate man. I'm a creative man. I'm a little bit innovative, if you will. I like to merge things. I merge a lot of things that resonate within me. Seems like a lot of things in my life blend lately. You can call them coincidences. You can call it irony or ironic. But I certainly want to talk about inspiration tonight. Inspiration. We all have inspiration, right? There's things that inspire us. Maybe a motivational speaker, maybe a friend, maybe a hockey player, maybe a football player, maybe Tom Brady. There's a lot. There's a lot of things out there that can inspire you. There's a lot of negatives out there that can steal inspiration or can inspire you negatively as well. I have certainly been my own victim of my own circumstances, if you will. Mindset is key, right? I talked about being a prisoner of my own mindset or a prisoner of my own mind. If you allow your mind to control things negatively or positively, it's going to impact you and your life, your day-to-day life or your hour-to-hour life. I mean, I've had days where it looks like a roller coaster. Some might even call it bipolar. I'll be honest with everybody. I'm not bipolar, but I've had times in my life that I felt bipolar because I feel everything. And, I've done a lot of homework and research on myself, if you will, to really find out where that comes from. It's easy to go see a behavioral therapist and get some meds and start popping pills and, oh yeah, this will fix it. Why does everyone want to sign up for medication or surgery rather than a lifestyle change? Why does everyone want to sign up for a prescription rather than redirect your life and your lifestyle and your mindset? Your mindset is key. And I'm going to talk about that key here in a minute. We all have the key. It's right here. It's hanging. It's right by your heart. I used to unlock doors of the prison that I resided in that dwelled within my own mind. Just to find out when I walked through that door, it was a false door. It was a trap door. I've had some false coping mechanisms. I've seen behavioral therapists. I've been prescribed medications. I've talked about that. I'll tell you right now, there's no medication in the world that has ever helped me. It's only negatively impacted me. I mean, it's negatively impacted me. And with that being said, I'm certainly not trying to say, penicillin. Listen, if you're prescribed a medication because you're sick and you need it, take it. If a behavioral therapist tells you that you need this to be this, maybe get a second opinion, maybe a third opinion, maybe a fourth opinion. Don't just trust a man's word because he got a degree. want to talk about inspiration, right? Daniel Ducksworth, what's up, brother? Thank you. I heard your message. I watched your video. I'm glad that I could inspire you in a way. You certainly inspire me, so that's reciprocal. Care and love for one another should always be reciprocal. And if it's not, if someone doesn't care for you or love you, maybe they're not meant for you. That doesn't mean stop loving and stop caring for other people, you know? Faith, hope, and love. 1 Corinthians, verse 13, last verse. Love being the greatest. You brought me to that word. You brought me to the word of God in that specific scripture. That resonates within me now. So you've motivated me. You've inspired me. You shared the word of God. You're doing God's work, man. You're not stagnant. Keep on keeping on. You're doing the right things, brother. You really are a true inspiration, and you have testimonies because you've been through trials and tests. You know, without first a test, how can you have a testament? So keep on keeping on, brother. I encourage you just to keep doing the things that you're doing, and what's meant for you is yours, and it will always be yours. You know that. So shout out Daniel Ducksworth again. Great man. I have nothing but love and respect for that dude. So back to positive mindsets. I was talking about my emotions, you know. I've been told before, it was like, oh, hey, Kev, like, you're up, you're down. Or, yeah. Sometimes you're a product of your environment if you choose to be. I've been up, I've been down in the same day. Why? I'm able to redirect. Certainly when I was drinking or taking prescribed medications, that would impact my emotions without me even really knowing it or realizing it. You know, outlets. We can all have good outlets. We can have bad outlets. If you're chasing a high or you're chasing something to numb your feelings or your passions or your emotions, that's probably a false coping mechanism, and it's not meant for you. You know, I would chalk that up to tribulation, being sent from the devil. You know, and there's certainly people out there that do need medications to balance themselves, or redirect, or keep them emotionally stable, if you will. You know, and those are some shortcomings that they didn't ask for, and they certainly weren't blessed with it. It's just some things happen. Things happen for a reason. We don't know everyone's story, so careful with your judgments of people. You know, some people could be born premature and be born with, you know, not a functioning or a brain that functions at full capacity, or even a body that functions at normal capacity. Normal. What's normal? I mean, we're all different. We're all created how God created us, you know. There's good to that. There's bad to that. I mean, we all have attributes. We all have shortcomings. It is what it is. I can tell you this, and as crazy as this might sound, I expect a judgment from some people, and that's okay. I'm fine with that, whether it be good or bad. And you know, it's you can talk good about me, you can talk bad about me. I don't care either way. God knows my heart, and God knows me. So I'll trust his judgment, not yours, you know. It's not my business to know what you're talking about or what you're talking about regarding me, whether it be good or bad. It's not for me to know, and it's not for me to care about. It's certainly not for me to understand. I lean on God for the understanding, not other people's validation of me. I'm different. Get it? Different. We're all different. So, I'll tell you this. We all have the ability to choose what we want in life or what we want to do in life. That's free will, right? I mean, there's certainly people that are born in other countries and they don't have the freedoms that we have here in America. So, I don't really want to talk about that because slavery is a real thing. And, people can't even, in some countries, people cannot practice Christianity or their chosen religion. And that's sad. There's no free will in that. But as we all know, throughout history, people have found a way. If there's a will, there is a way. Whether you're practicing your religion or reading the Bible in private, if there's a will, there's a way. If you're willing, you'll find a way. I have always been a firm believer in motivation, in motivating people. I feel like I'm a great motivator when my mindset is set on motivating. If I'm down and out, you can probably bet your last dollar that I am going to be lacking passion. But you can also bet your last dollar that I will redirect and find a passion. Because I'm willing. And I will shift that mindset or that emotion. And again, what I was talking about, and I don't want to veer off course here, is you can call this crazy, you can call me crazy. I've done some homework and some research on myself and, where I'm from and my birthday. And I don't know if everybody out there believes in your sign, if you're a Libra or a Scorpio or what month you were born in. And, the world works in mysterious ways and the Lord works in even more mysterious ways. But I have some abilities to feel everything. Tension, love, care, any emotion. Call it a God-given talent, call it an attribute, call it a skill. I believe that I have some empathic skills, and empath, if you will, empathy. It's the ability to feel everything. I can walk into a room of strangers and I can almost sense exactly what people are going through without meeting them or without talking to them. I mean, body language, maybe I can read body language. Facial expressions, maybe I can read some of that. I just know this. I'm blessed with some God-given abilities that I don't understand, and that's why I try not to understand it. I lean on God for that stuff. And I do research it, though. I do homework on it. I do homework on myself. If you don't know yourself, what are you going to know? If you don't love yourself, how can you love anything? I used to be a victim of circumstance, my own circumstances, via my own negative mindset and my own false coping mechanisms. Like I said, I was a prisoner of my own mind for a while. We all have the key to that prison within our own mind, and it's hanging right here, right around here, sitting right here in your chest. It's your heart. We can make right choices or wrong decisions. We can make almost any choice that we want to on a day-to-day basis. What are you doing with your choices? Are you choosing right? Are you choosing wrong? Are you honorable? That's what honor is, making good choices, making the right choice. If you're going to make fun of somebody, or you're going to judge somebody, or you're going to downgrade or talk bad about somebody, that's a choice you made. Is that honorable? Are you doing the right thing? How'd you impact that person's day? Is that part of caring and love? Faith, hope, and love. Love being the greatest. Choose love. Choose to love and care about people. Choose to help people. Choose to motivate people positively, not negatively. You know, you keep telling somebody that they suck, eventually they're going to believe that they suck. You keep telling yourself that you suck, eventually you're going to convince yourself that you suck. You don't suck. You don't. You don't suck. We're all born different. We all have our own paths to follow. Now, there's a lot of paths out there, and there's a lot of pathways out there. We can choose negative paths, going down the wrong path. We can choose the negative pathways. Choose to use drugs, choose not to. It is what it is, you know. I'm not a victim of circumstances. I'm not a victim of my own mentality or mindset. I'm a survivor of my upbringing, my mind, my emotions. I mean, I could get into my life and how I was raised and where I came from and how I was brought up and what I've done and this, that, and the third, because it'll look like a roller coaster. Up and down, good, 0 to hero, hero to 0, 0 to hero, hero to 0, back to hero. Why? I believe that I'm going to be someday, and everyone's interpretation of what a hero is very different. I don't think that I'm gonna go save the world and wear a cape, but I know this, I'll be my own hero. Because I saved myself via God's grace and Jesus' forgiveness of all of us. God's loving grace, you know. But I know that I'm one of God's people, and I know that God has blessed me in unfound, unspoken, unforeseen ways. It's not for me to understand. But I'm here for a reason, and I'm talking tonight for a reason, and there's a lot of reasons why I shouldn't be here in this life talking or making this video. Car accidents, bike accidents, prison, drug use and abuse, alcohol, childhood abuse. A lot. There's a lot. And I'm not going to get into that because I'm really trying to cut this video down to 20, 25 minutes, and I don't want to veer off course. But I used to be a victim of my own mindset. And I used to choose bad paths and bad pathways. Anything but to feel, deal, and heal, I would choose. Why? Because it's not easy to feel. And I feel everything. Everything. It's not easy to deal with tests, trials, and tribulations. I deal with them. Now. Healing's tough too. It hurts. Sounds funny, right? Healing hurts? Yeah. You ever cut your hand and it hurts? Oh, yeah, it hurts. But then days later, after the scab comes over, it still hurts, right? Skin cracks, scabs, peels off. That's part of the healing process. It hurts. Feel, deal, and heal. I used to choose anything but those 3 words. I didn't want to feel, deal, or heal. And I've been in some pretty adverse situations and places where the emotions run rampant. Prison. Imagine having the ability to feel everything and everyone else's emotions or around you. Imagine that. And then imagine going to prison and feeling everybody's emotions around you. That's going to impact your emotions in the way you feel or deal or not heal. Feel, deal, or heal. You can feel, deal, or heal, or you can not feel, deal, or heal. For a long time, I used to just try to numb myself so I didn't have to feel some feelings or deal with some situations I needed to deal with or heal from anything and everything. I've chose to tackle all that adversity, and I do. And I do I don't care about judgments. I forgive everybody. You can spit in my face tonight. Chances are I'm going to get pissed. But there's a 100% fact that I'll forgive you. Probably within 5 to 10 minutes. I don't hold grudges. I love people. I care about people. We all deserve second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10 chances. We do. Who are you to say to anybody that they don't deserve a second chance or a third chance? If you don't possess forgiveness within your heart, you're poisoning yourself. If you're holding on to regret and hate in your heart, you're poisoning yourself. Oxford University has done studies on the human brain, psychology, if you will. Do you know that it takes the same exact part of your brain to hate someone as it does to love someone? The same brain waves, the same parts of your brain, the same psychology, if you will. It's all activated when you choose to hate someone or you choose to love somebody, or you choose to hold on to regret, or you choose to forgive and forget. You don't always have to forget. For security reasons, you can remember what that person did to you, and I'm sure we all will. But here's the thing. If you are holding on to regret and hate in your heart, you're lacking the ability to love anything. If you can't love yourself, you think that you can love somebody else? Do you think that somebody can love you? It's not for me to understand. But I can tell you what Oxford University says. You're poisoning yourself. If you're activating the hate and regret in your heart and your brain, you're lacking the ability to love. That's why I choose love. Faith, hope, and love. I choose it. Daily, I choose it. Do I have frustrations in my life? Yeah. Will I get pissed? Yeah. But that will pass. If not today, it will tomorrow. The tide brings something new in every day. Are you prepared for it? Or are you stuck in yesterday's mindset? What are you doing in life? What are you doing in your life? Do you think someone's going to come knock on your door and give you that raise that you didn't earn? No. You need to control yourself first and not things around you, right? If you can't control yourself or your mindset or your emotions, how can you control anything? If you're out of control, how can you be in control of your passions, your dreams, your desires, your paths, your life, your job, your future? You can't be. I used to think that I could will things into existence. My will would will things into existence for me or others. Am I forcing my will onto people? That's a control. Am I in control? I'm not in control of anything. I used to think I controlled everything. I was a bad mindset. Bad pathways. We have the key. Unlock the right door. Stop going down the bad paths. Stop going through the false doors. Stop going through the trap doors. You open that door and you think you're releasing yourself from that prison that you have locked yourself up in, just to find out that that trap door has a false floor and you fall back right into that same prison. Go through the right door. You have the key. Mindset is key. Your mindset is key. Not my mindset for you, your mindset for you. That's key. Feel it. Deal with it. Heal from it. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not preaching to you, trying to tell you or anybody that's listening that this is the way life is and this is the way it should be, because I don't know. I know it works for me. I've been through some tests. I've been through some trials, figuratively and legally. I've been through some tribulations, sent from the devil and my own free will that chose it. What do you want to be in life? Go look at yourself in the mirror. Talk to yourself. Sounds crazy, right? You talk to yourself daily. We all do. It's your subconscious. Your subconscious speaks to you or God. When you think things privately, you think that you can hide that from the man upstairs? He's all seeing, all knowing, and all hearing. Maybe when I said that I used to will things into existence, maybe it's just prayers heard and then answered. I'm not a mastermind. I'm not a mind controller, you know? It's not my will that is willing things into existence. It's not. My will and my free will can choose to use drugs or not, choose to fill prescriptions or not, choose to go to the bar or not, choose to get in trouble or not, choose to make the right choice and be honorable or not. What are you choosing? We all have choice. Are you making the right choices? I hope that you are. I pray that you are. I pray that we all do. I pray that we all can feel, deal, and heal and get through our tests, our trials, and even tribulations. Life's tough. Don't make it tougher. Don't rent space and property that you already own. Why are you paying to let bad ideas in your head? Why are you renting those? You're paying for that. For your bad idea and your negative mindset, you are paying the price for that, and you already own that property. Why are you renting space in property that you already own? Let it go. Forgive yourself. Jesus already went to the cross and died for our sins, so stop beating yourself up about your past or your past tests or trials or even tribulations. I've been down and out. I've been locked up under a prison. I feel like I've been on the top of a mountain. My mountain, top of the world. My world? It's not my world. But in my personal victories, that's the top of my world, if you will, you know? God willing, of course. God's blessed me with a lot. He really has, and I'm thankful for God all day, every day. We all go through it. We're all going to have bad days. We're all going to have frustrations. Redirect. You're capable. You are capable. You are worthy. Don't beat yourself up. Tomorrow's a new day. The tide will bring something new in. Every day. It's up to you to choose what you want to be. Choose what you want to do. Knocked down, but not knocked out. You know? We've all struggled. I've struggled with OCD since I was a kid. Obsessive compulsive disorder. Maybe that's why I can, what I thought I used to do, will shit, excuse my language, will things into existence. Maybe I was just constantly thinking subconsciously about stuff and praying subconsciously about things. And then my prayers are answered. And rather than giving God the praise, I used to pat my own back or be cocky and I'm this, I'm that. No, you're not. We are nothing without a higher power. Again, I'm not preaching. This is just my belief for me. And if this video is able to help somebody, great. If it doesn't, it helped me. Maybe I'm venting a little bit. Call it that. Depression. We're all going to go through it. There's good depression and bad depression. I mean, if somebody dies, yeah, that's sad. You're going to be depressed about that. There's also things like seasonal depression. I've suffered from that. It's tough to be happy when it's always dark and gloomy. You wake up in the wintertime in New England and it's dark. You go to work, you work all day, and especially if you work indoors, you work all day, you get out of work, and it's dark. It's tough to redirect when everything's always dark and gloomy, but you can do it. You can do it. Trust me, you can do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it. I'm not special. I'm not like some hero. I'm just a normal dude, an ordinary guy. I'm a little bit different. Okay, we're all different, But trust me, I'm not Superman. I fall short just like anybody else. If you don't believe it, Google it. I've been arrested many times. I've served prison time. I've got out of prison and I've been a success story at a halfway house, And again, I'm not trying to be cocky, but it shows you can go from being stored under the prison and shoe to in a halfway house and working and earning your way back into being a positively productive member of society. If I can do it, anyone can do it. I'm not special. I'm different. You're not special. You're different. Choose right from wrong. Choose faith, hope, and love. Choose love. Love is the greatest. Love one another. Treat people good. Don't judge people. Don't be mean to people. I'm wearing a sweatsuit that I've had for 10 years. Why? Because it's comfortable. I like it. I like this team that I played for. I like what it says on my pants. One team, one family. I've had this for years. I'll always wear it. When I come home from work, I put on this sweatsuit. Why? It's my favorite sweatsuit. I'll wear this to dinner. Someone gonna judge me and say, oh, that kid looks like a scrub. He's wearing a sweatsuit. Yeah? Okay. I'm comfortable with your judgments. I'm really comfortable and serene with God's judgments of me. He knows my heart. He knows me in and out. If you think that you can lie to God and you can hide things from God, even the things that you think, you're sadly mistaken. All seeing, all knowing, all hearing. I'll leave you with that, folks, tonight. I'll leave you with that. It is what it is. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. Sure, I'll own it. I'll take it. I love it. And I'll also leave your opinion right outside of my door because it's not my business to care or know what you think of me. I'm comfortable with the man upstairs and what he thinks of me and what he knows of me and knows of my heart. Choose to feel, deal, and heal. Choose faith, hope, and love. Love being greatest. Just love people. Love everyone. Love animals. I guarantee you start doing that, that is a reciprocal emotion. It will come back to you. If you choose to hate everyone and hate the world, you bet that people are going to start hating you and the world might turn their back on you and start hating you. If you love everyone and you treat everyone great, chances are that's reciprocal. It's going to come back. The world is round. What goes around comes around. I used to think that I had to have a small circle. A circle stops people from getting in or out. I don't have a circle. I used to say my circle was so small it looked like a period at the end of a sentence. I don't have a circle. My favorite letter in the alphabet now is U. Why? Because it's round at the bottom, like the world, and it's open at the top, like the world. That leaves one open end for free will for people to come into your circle and stay, or immediately evacuate out of your circle if their free will doesn't want to be there. My favorite letter in the alphabet is U. What's yours? God bless, people. Keep the Lord in your heart. I love you. Peace.